But before we get started with the youth, well, it's Q. It's Q. Before we get started with the Q titles, let us go back a bit to the S titles because I forgot one that I had. C-Lab 2021 Season 1. This is just a great, corny, ridiculous show that, when I was getting into Adult Swim and stuff when I was younger, this is one of those shows that I really loved on there because it was very much in the vein of Space Ghost Coast to Coast, taking something like an old Hanna-Barbera cartoon that was originally supposed to be like for kids and making it very more adult and more satiristic and whatnot. So this has the very first volume and first season of the series, and it's a pretty damn good set. I think I got it for like $4 or something like that on sale, used. And special features include Pitch Pilot, iRobot alternate endings, Radio Free C-Lab uncensored, Little Orphan Angry deleted scenes. 13 episodes on this set, including, I believe, one of my favorites, which is the one where Murphy gets he has a vending machine falls on top of him, and it's just a ridiculous and hilarious episode that I remember laughing at a whole lot. And yeah, I laughed, and I still laugh at that one quite a bit. But last but not least, for my TV on DVD, might as well just show you. Quantum Leap Season 1. Quantum Leap Season 2. Quantum Leap Season 3. And of course, Quantum Leap Season 4. Now, sadly, I don't have the 5th season quite yet, but I do want to get it. If that's any consolation, I do have plans to pick it up eventually. I just haven't done that yet because I'm a bad fan. Anyways, you might have noticed that the first 2 sets I have are the regular, like, non-shiny editions, and the second 2 have the glossy shine to them, and they come in these cases right here, which is not the case for the first 2. These have the slim packs, but the first 2 are gatefolds. So, give you an idea. Take out second season, and it's a gatefold. And there's flipper discs. They're flipper discs. Yeah, I mean, what can you do? I got these on the cheap. I believe the first 2 that I got here were new when I got them, but the second 2 were used. So I think this is actually an earlier release, these are, and these are the later releases, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, yeah, I'll take it. I'll do whatever I have to do to get these in my collection. That was one of my favorite shows growing up, one of my favorite more adult shows. I just love the aspect of time travel and the sci-fi-ness of it, and just there's this invisible guy who's always there with me, and his name is Al, and he was always pestering me, and I'm always pissed off at him, and it just seems so goofy and fun, and like the messages throughout the show were all very positive and very, they honestly in some ways shaped who I became in my life, the kind of person that I wanted to be. Because here was a show that was willing to push the boundaries. This was the late 80s, early 90s, and here was a show where they had a man playing the part of a woman, essentially, doing the whole transgender thing without really being transgender. And sure, they were playing on that a bit for laughs, but there was also some seriousness to it, and I really liked that. I really liked that they showed that you could be several different kinds of people, and it's totally okay. And that's why it didn't really shock me that, while other people might have had problems in the past 10 or 15 or 20 or 30 years or whatever with accepting all these people who have decided that they are a man trapped in a woman's body or a woman trapped in a man's body, or you know so many different variants, the LGBTQ community, and then some. Essentially, there are a lot of people who identify as a lot of different types of things, and I credit Quantum Leap as being one of the main reasons. Watching this and growing up with this and having this be very influential to me while I was growing up, I attribute that to why I was so easily able to accept everybody for who they were. Because here's a show where every week you're faced with the same person being forced to wear the shoes of a completely different person that they don't know, that they have never known, in a lot of cases have never experienced that type of life. I mean, this Sam Beckett and his character lived on a farm growing up, and even though he's a scientist, he still more than likely holds with him, maybe not prejudices, he definitely doesn't hold prejudices, but he still holds with him that, like, down home, that's where I came from kind of thing. So you can see in him, like, this struggle. That's why Scott Bakula was so good for this, because he's so good at that, at displaying that struggle between what he grew up knowing and what he has learned over time and what he is learning as he is going through this. And it's not just like that, the whole transsexual thing there. There's also a lot of, like, racial and other things going on there in this movie that are very, not movie, but TV show. Very good, very influential to me in how I choose to look at the whole race issue and the whole issue of equality, racial equality, gender equality, and just social equality in general. It really did help to shape my point of view, because there are a lot of people out there who are more militant and they're more, on the side of Malcolm X. But watching Quantum Leap, I think it's clear that the writers of this show, maybe Scott Bakula himself, they wanted to portray more of a Martin Luther King Jr. kind of thing. And as I was watching this and learning about Martin Luther King Jr. in school, I quickly adapted to my own personality the traits of equality that I wanted to see in the world, and that I strived to, portray and display and provide to others, however I could, So, in other words, instead of letting prejudices get to me, I, used these as influences to show me that there were prejudices in my life and how I could confront them peacefully. So, Quantum Leap to me isn't just like some cool little sci-fi show. It actually meant a lot to me growing up. So I definitely do want that 5th season, and I'm going to pick it up eventually. It's just haven't gotten around to it yet. But, yeah, love it. And that's it. That's all I have for TV on DVD right now. My TV on DVD section is a very broken section, I will be the first to admit. But, yeah, that's what I got. That's what I got. I guess that means it's time to move on to Blu-rays. And let me tell you, I got a pile of Blu-rays behind me from all the Blu-rays that I picked up over the past 3 or 4 months. And some that I just pulled off the shelf because I wanted to watch them for Halloween and whatnot. But I mean, I got a lot of stuff back here. I might just pull up over here, pull behind me, and just be like, oh, Hey, here's a pile of Blu-rays, and oh, hold on now. Here's another pile of Blu-rays, and I'm just gonna go over here and just here's another pile of Blu-rays. I mean, I got a lot of stuff. I've gotten a lot of stuff over the past few months, and that I already had like 150 to 200, if not more, Blu-rays in my collection before that. So after Black Friday, my Blu-ray collection is going to be pretty extensive, I think. But that's why I'm doing this, because I already need to make room for all these Blu-rays. Imagine the other Blu-rays I need to make room for after Black Friday. So I'm doing this overview as a way to simultaneously catalog on video all the stuff I have and reorganize it on the shelves that I have. So, yeah. Serves a dual purpose, dual function. And there are some of you out there who are interested in seeing it. So, hey, there you go. Thanks for watching. Anyways, I will catch you guys in the Blu-ray overview update videos. And yeah, blah. Catch you later.